I swear to God, the last few weeks, Stray Kids are just like, oops, I did it again. Hello everybody, my name is Katriinka. I'm a professional singer and a vocal coach, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome in. Tuck yourself nicely in that blankie because it's November, it's getting cold, but we are getting treated yet again. Today we're gonna be reacting to another first take performance of the Stray Kids. Make sure that you're gonna go and check my first and second because I started them 3 weeks ago. I did my first reaction to the first take performance of Stray Kids, and I thought that that's just gonna be it. But after that, we got treated twice with brand new first take performances, and I'm here for it. I live for this. I must stay. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who tweeted at me with this brand new performance information because I just had my birthday. I was a couple days completely off the internet and just enjoying my time. So I came back straight to this news. So thank you everybody who was tweeting me, letting me know that this is happening, and yeah, I'm very excited. Let's get into it. If you are interested in everything singing and music related, this is the right place for you, so please don't forget to subscribe. If you want to hear me singing, I recently made my Halloween cover of Psycho from Red Velvet, and you can find it on my second channel, which is gonna be linked down in the description. And finally, if you ever wanted to work with me and if you would like to learn more about your voice and singing, then my site is gonna be linked down as well. There you will find all the information about my singing lessons, which are 30 to 60 minutes, or my voice analysis. There's been a lot of people asking about vocal lessons, especially from the Stray Kids videos, and I really appreciate it. You said that you feel like you can work with me on a human level, and that is just such a great praise for me. I really appreciate it. And for the rest of you, if you're still hesitating, you can also write me. I'm gonna answer all your questions, and I cannot wait to work with you. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And now, without any further ado, Stray Kids on the first take and their song Scars. Alright, let's get into that.
네, 이제 저희가 두 번째 곡으로 이제 다시 돌아오게 되었는데요. 다시 돌아오게 될 수 있는 것 자체가 너무 이제 영광이라고 말씀드리고 싶습니다. 와우.
Okay, there's a bunch of cool details that I noticed. First of all, they have little scars. I like that. That's a cute little idea to incorporate. First of all, second of all, did I just saw corset on my boy?
두 번째 곡으로 이제 다시 돌아오게 되었는데요. 다시 돌아오게 될 수 있는 것 자체가 너무 이제
It is. Oh my God, you cannot see it. Look at that. Look. There. Icon. I'm telling you, iconic.
드리고 싶습니다. 와우. 너무너무 좋았던 것 같고, 그리고
Those cars are cool.
돌아보면
I like that.
이번에 부를 곡을 어떤 곡인지 한번 소개 부탁드리겠습니다. 우리 창빈.
네, 저희가 이번에 부르게 될 노래는 스칼스라는 곡이고요. 저희의 아픔, 상처, 그런 흉터들을 딛고 더 높은 곳을 향해 나아가겠다는 그런 포부를 담은 곡입니다.
네. 나이스.
포부를 잘.
I know that Changbin is like both composing and producing a lot of songs for Stray Kids, and I know his own as well. So it was interesting that they chose exactly him to explain the song. I liked it a lot.
담아서 멋있게 불러보겠습니다.
좋습니다. 곡 자체도 되게 이렇게 뭐라 해야지, 감정이 되게 쏟는 그런 곡이다 보니까 그냥 서서 부르는 건 또 처음이잖아요.
맞아요.
그만큼 한번 잘 불러봅시다. 멤버들 준비됐나요?
네.
준비됐습니다.
So this is one of the first times that they are kind of performing this song this way. So very open, live. I'm very excited for it. Also, I really have to say that I've seen them all around the internet, kind of like recently. I've seen the live dance performances. You know who I'm looking at, right? The Motley Crue. And like all of them are having a lot of solo projects that I'm very proud of because all of them were just, I've been watching, I've been listening, and good freaking job. I cannot wait for this performance.
I'll never cry because I know that I'll never change. 人知れぬ場所耐えたら立ち尽くす 何度も倒れそうになるけど一人手を伸ばし一人立ち上がる기츠부시탔으니까 기운시다티 이탄다키지야스 마시라나이 바깥도 노마이 가라시코 노코에 고노키즈 아토 덴부 마루데 타투 사라케 다시 데시베테오 미세로
So much fry.
나게 다시 자쿠나루 나냐 테모 Come out watch let go 타올레 테모 타올레 테모
All right, let's go from the beginning. I wanted to kind of chop this into two halves. Two halves. So I'm gonna always listen to half and then rewind it, go one after another, and then listen to the entire second half and then talk about it in the end. So okay, let's replay. Let's see what we've got here because there's been some nice highlights. First of all, Bang Chan, the leader. I honestly don't know. I've heard that he sometimes gets a lot of hate and stuff like that. I cannot really understand why he's such an all-rounder. He has a great full voice. It has a gorgeous color. I've heard him singing in a very high-head voice. I've heard him singing with a lot of power. He can go with like a very punchy style. So it is very piercing. It is very out there. It has the energy. It's not like very laid back or very mellow. Not that those type of voices would not be like nice, but for a leading voice, it is such a great quality because it's just out there. It's leading the music. For the singer, it's incredibly important that the music is not pushing you, but you are leading the music forward. So you are always one step ahead of the music. Music is just your background. You are the star of the show. And I feel like he's fulfilling that concept, honestly, perfectly. He is very versatile, but with his main singing voice, so when he's using the more anchor, the full voice, it's just so much out there. It's very recognizable. I think he's a great leader. Honestly, I don't know if it's gonna have any value that I'm gonna mention that, but I've heard that he struggles sometimes with a lot of people being extremely mean to him. So for me, he is an amazing leader when it comes to vocals, and he's extremely clean, and he's definitely leading forward, which is just incredibly important in the role that he is filling in.
오케이, 자 그만만 가봅시다. 오네가시마스.
오네가시마스.
I'll never cry because I know that I'll never change. 人知れぬ場所耐えたら立ち尽くす何度も倒れそうになるけど一人手を伸ばし一人立ち上がる기츠부시탔으니까 기운시다티 이탄다키지야스 마시라나이 바깥도 노마이 가라시코 노코에 고노키즈 아토 덴부 마루데 타투
So I was just extremely taken aback with this because I've heard him rapping before, but it was much cleaner than this when it comes to not clean, that out of the pitch or something. This was clean when it comes to that, but he added so much fry on top of that. It sounded really, really good. I like that he added so much. It was almost growly. I like it a lot. Plus his fry is very like on a wet side, so if you have a wet fry, it is much healthier for your vocal cords, but he is bringing a lot of that kind of dark rap into the group. So I'm just gonna replay it really quickly one more time because I like the amount of fry he added on. It was definitely on purpose, and he did very well. It's not the type of fry, the growly fry that would actually hurt you, so well done.
キッズブスタスニカーヒューしたティ傷んだ生地やすま知らないパッカドの前からするこの声この傷跡全部まるでタトゥーさらけ出して全てを見せるそれが全てと投げ出したくなる何やっても構わず let go 手を let them move 手を let them move
So the second one is much cleaner, but he feels much more agile as well with his voice. When you are adding a lot of fry, a lot of growls on top of the voice, it is slowing your tempo a little down. So his phrasing was a little slower, but he added a lot of fry on. And the second rep felt much faster, but actually it was much more lighter. He didn't have to add that additional fry on, so it felt much more agile. I like both of them, to be fair. I really like both of them. I like both of them. First of all, the first one has a very gorgeous nasal tone quality. And then we have the king of the switches into head voice. His switches are just so clean and very, very, very effortless. It's so obvious that he is very often set in exactly that role. So it's like high mix, switching into the head voice. And it just, he developed his very unique style of doing that. And it's just very pretty there. This was interesting. So he sang this at the same kind of placement twice, but first time he went still in his upper mix and second time he went with head voice. Still interesting switch. I really have to say that more and more and more I'm just falling in love with Changbin. I love the versatility that he has, but he has such a stunning tone quality in his voice, and every time he sings he just goes all in. I like that.
'Cause I know that it'll never change 人知れぬ場所耐えたら立ち尽くす何度も倒れそうになるけど一人手を伸ばし一人立ち上がるくじけそうな心胸に叫ぶ音誰か見てくれているだろうこの痛み癒してくれるだろう開けまで I turn on the lights そう止まらないまだ先に光る未来へ向かい We never give up 僕なら
Oh, that was fantastic. The placement was just
大丈夫突き進んで傷つこうとこの心に変わりはない進む先また涙流しても強く手を握り向かう明日へと
it was nice. Clean.
笑顔また取り戻して上向いてwalk 眩しいほど My scars so show it all この心に変わりはないたとえ壊れそうでも力の限り目指す転んでも僕なら大丈夫
Alright, boys.
Wow.
We're gonna replay from the second half. Don't worry.
'Cause I know that it'll never change
Here's the second half. I like that we got this. This phrase was at the intro as well. It was sung by Bangchan. It's really nice to see the very obvious difference in their tone quality. This is their comfort zone. This is a phrase that is usually in the song, like the placement of this phrase is very much for the storytelling. It's in the place where your tone quality is the warmest, the most natural. So it's really nice to see both of these voices in this placement of comfort. So we can see very obviously the difference in their tone quality. His voice is so incredibly good. First of all, I love the tension that he's creating. He's not creating unhealthy type of tension that would be straining your vocal cords at all. It's the type of tension that you feel like it's just pushing the song forward. It's a type of tension that is creating that energy of that song, the punchy feeling of that song. It's just very strong. It's fronting his sound a lot. So he's not going too much into his throat. He's not too nasal. He's just opening very, very directly out. And I just love his tone quality, and I love that he is, every single time he sings, you see that he's just gone. He's there. He's in a zone completely. He's not even looking around. He just closes his eyes and he just goes. Such a great performer. I love him a lot. I'm just really growing on him incredibly. He's slowly but surely becoming one of my faves, if not the most favorite in the group. With my baby right here. Such a good build with the placement that he has. He's heavily pushing into nose, but it's very good because he doesn't have to switch into head voice. Therefore, it can be pretty open build that we had there. He also dropped the jaw very nicely, so good job. I can't with the versatility of the boys. I just can't sometimes. They do it very effortlessly, and it's just so freaking good. So this was much lighter. That was a little bit more airy, and the switch was still incredibly inaudible. Like, it was very fluent. I think this phrase was actually underestimated. It's pretty high, and it is actually leading the song into its finale. So it is the burst of the energy.
Wow.
Wow. Good.
오.
와. 네, 이렇게
All around,
저희가
guys.
Skies를
네.
라이브로 이렇게 원테이크로 이렇게 부르게 되었는데요.
그러니까.
멤버들 어땠어요?
이게 가만히 서서 부르니까 이게 몸이 주체가 안 되는데 꿈틀꿈틀 돼가지고 감사해야 될 것 같아요.
Yeah, I know that they are used to move while singing, so this has to be a little bit grounding experience for them. You can see that they're just like naturally moving a little bit, but it has to be also at the same time, it has to be really nice to be able to focus on just singing, you know, it's something different. And in comparison to like live tours and concerts where they just like dance for hours and hours and hours and hours. But I'm thankful for these performances. I'm very thankful for these performances because we get to see them really just solely focused on singing. I love that they have this inner language between each other. It's typical for musicians to be able to communicate with each other without the words. But these guys do have a lot of connection between them. They know exactly who's doing what, of course, because it's rehearsed and stuff, but they're just so aware of what is each of them doing, like at all times, which is so good, especially for live performances like this. But I have to say that every time, if you just take in consideration 3 performances on the first take, each time we've got something different that we could focus on. Each time we have got something special. They treated us with some detail that was just haven't appeared in the previous performances. Each of the 3 first take performances is absolutely unique, and this one was as well. I am growing on a lot of members within the group that you just learn to appreciate as the time goes more and more and more. I really enjoy their leader. I really enjoy Changbin. I really enjoy the way their rappers are really focused on their craft and making that as powerful as possible. I just genuinely like their group. I don't think that there is not even one voice that would be like extra or that would be not fitting in. That all of them are incredibly growing as well, and I like to see that they are putting their youngest members through like the hardest trials. I mean, isn't that the thing that in most of the groups, right? The older members are trying to like really educate and help and like the younger members to learn as much as possible, to grow. And I feel like in Stray Kids especially, it's just so incredibly obvious because the youngest members are just recently, what I'm seeing, are getting really difficult parts. So they're definitely putting them through a hard trial. There's just so many details that I want to point out, and I would genuinely forget my memories of a goldfish, literally. So sometimes I have to stop right away when it happens. So if I stopped in front of some like big climax of the song, I'm sorry. But it's a gorgeous song. I'm so happy that they got to perform it for the very first time in the first take. So it's a double stress, right? The first time you're actually performing this song this particular way, and it's on the first take. So stressful as hell, but they handled it perfectly. I like this song a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Definitely go and listen to it on its own, like full performance without me interrupting, because it's really gorgeous performance. And also listen to the rest of their first take performance there, and then you can go and check my reactions on my channel. But if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here, somewhere here. And here is the video that YouTube actually recommended for you. And here is rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.